Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy from Angel Craft Art, and in today's video I'm going to make this little cute chibi figure, and her name is DEWI. So this is a request from a good friend of mine. He asked me if I can make a chibi figure of his characters. So he's an artist and he make digital arts, and DEWI is one of his original characters. And I wasn't sure at the beginning because I never really make human beings. Maybe, as you know, if you watched my channel for a while, you see that I usually just make fairy houses or weird creatures like goblins or gnome or something like that. So I'm not really confident with making humans, but I thought it was a challenge, so I tried. And for the medium, I'm using cold porcelain clay, which is really not the ideal clay, I would say, for making sculptures like this. But yeah, that's all I had, so I work with it. Okay, let's just start. Here I'm making the leg of DEWI, and I don't know, just making a cone and trying to build the shape of the foot and the knee and everything. Yeah, after that I cut off the ends of the legs and I'm poking a wire underneath the feet, so then Davy can stand on the wood piece later, and also just for the drying process and everything. And yeah, I'm using water so it helps to smooth out things and everything because it's called porcelain clay. Now I'm making the face, just making an oval, and then I'm just pushing around with my thumbs, trying to make the face features like dents for the eyes, and then like shaping a nose and mouth place somehow. So because this is a chibi figure, I would say the head is bigger, or like the proportions are like with a bigger head, so it's cute. And yeah, again, first time for me doing all this, and I watched some videos on how people make this, so yeah, I just tried. Okay, and here I want to show you the little sketch of little chibi Devi, which Ringo made for me. So this is just a reference and you can see what I'm making. So after I finish the face, I try to make the arms and the hands. And just for your information, I had multiple attempts on each part of Devi. I just removed the parts, the failure parts, but this is like, I don't know the how many times attempt to make the hand and every part. So it wasn't easy, especially making the fingers like this. Yeah, it's not really my thing, but it's growing on me, and I figured out that I liked it now, so I want to make more of these. Okay, now after I finished the hand, feet, and face, I honestly let them dry first for a day or so. So like while I assemble the whole pieces, it will not bend and get mushed again, because the only way to dry cold porcelain clay is by letting them dry in the air. So, and then after all those dried, I start to make the body, just making the upper body. And here I'm using a little piece of wire and putting some clay around it. This will be the neck, so that we can attach the wire into the body and also into the head, so they're well attached together and will not fall off. And yeah, here I'm just try to make the body and the back. Now I'm using the end of my clay tool, poking a hole and attach the neck, trying to smoothen it out. Yeah, here I'm just trying the positions of the hand. Now for the feet, I'm making the shoes for Davy, and the shoes will be like pointed shoes, somewhat like that. So, and this color is this kind of ochre yellow or something, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, I did that because it's a good base for gold, because I will paint all of this gold later. Now for touching the feet together, I'm using just a red piece of clay because the bottom would be red, just easier. And then I'm touching the top body onto her legs like this, and making sure everything is well attached and smoothened out. giving her a little booty as well. Now I rolled out the stripe of red clay just to give her like a little mini skirt or something. Okay, now I'm making her dress, or I don't really know what's exactly called, but yeah, that skirt part above that red skirt. So Dewi is an Indonesian girl, and she wears traditional Indonesian clothes, and I think it's very suiting to make this video, especially because 17th of August is Indonesian's Independence Day. So yeah, I thought it's just a good video to make at this time. So yeah, here I'm making the little outer parts for her dress, the bustier part I would say, and attaching it to the body, and then I'm just cutting out the leftover pieces to shape the dress to the desired shape, I would say. And after cleaning up all the edges using my silicone clay tool, I am cleaning the body part, which got contaminated by some green clay, using a wet wipe, so it's all clean again. And now after rolling out a piece of ochre yellow clay, I'm cutting it into the belt shape and wrapping it around the dress, cutting off the edges and giving it some detailing so it looks like a real golden jewelry belt. So here I'm cutting some little strings to make the armband as her accessories, gluing them on the arm and then just giving them some little details using my silicone tool. So after I had letting dry the dress and the belt, I start to paint the belt with golden acrylic spray paint, because I don't know, somehow the coverage is quite good and the shine is good, so I love it. Now I'm making this little gold strings to make the rims of the dress, because I tried before to attach them while the dress was still wet and it was not working. It was a total mess, so I repeated it and waited for the dress to dry, and the outcome is way better. And yeah, I'm just adding some detailings, like the golden rims supposed to look like. And I used this little, what is it, brush cup to cut out the little circles there. So yeah, basically, well, if you do crafting, you can use everything you have by hand. Here I'm cutting out two little ear accessory pieces. If you saw the sketch, she has some accessories on her ears, and that's what I'm making. I'm cleaning the cut and then smoothing everything out with water. And then I'm engraving some little pattern as detail using my silicone tool. Setting everything aside to dry, and then I'm starting to attach the arms to the body. And here I'm attaching little rims to the chest piece or to the dress on the bustier part, and just adding some little details there. Okay, and here was one of the most challenging parts for me, painting on the face. And I drew the first eye off camera because I wasn't really sure how I'm gonna draw the eyes. And then I draw the second eye using pencil, and the good thing about this is I could easily erase it like this, so I still had some room for mistakes. And then after finishing the sketch, I painted in using acrylic paint, but it wasn't easy and my head just got in the way. So I stopped recording because I needed to really focus and look very close on it, so I didn't finish record how I painted the eyes. So after finishing the face, I am making this black ball out of clay, and inside the ball is a ball of aluminum foil, so it will dry faster. And then I'm attaching the ball to the face using a PVA glue, and just like that, that's the base of the hair later. And yeah, here I'm cutting out a piece of clay and shaping the hair strings, which will be like little hair groups, and attaching them all on the bottom of the head. So this will be like the first layer of her hair. And here I already attached the ear pieces, the accessories to her head. And then I'm painting a little bit more on her golden accessories, her shoes, the rims of her dress and everything. And here I rolled out a red piece of clay, very thin and flat, and I'm cutting the shape of the shell, the one she has around her back and holding on her hands. So I'm trying to fold it like a fabric looking thing. Wasn't that easy as well. And then just attaching it on her hands using some PVA glue. And we're adding some more clay, so this will be the final layer of her hair. I'm making more grouping hair strings and just attaching them to her head, but I had some struggles there, so I'm sorry if the footage is not that good, because it was really hard to find a good angle to record and also hold DEWI stand straight without falling and touching her hair in the right position. So yeah, I'm sorry that you have to see this whole mess on my working desk. It wasn't what I wish you see, but I just couldn't make any better angle. And here's the final piece. I'm making the crown. I already cut out the shapes of the crown, so that's the front and the back, smoothing everything out with water and then just adding some details. So after I finished the crown, I attached it on her head using some PVA glue, letting it dry, and then of course painting the crown golden as well. And with that being said, the DEWI Chibi figure was done. But I was in a rush and I couldn't record the final result at home, so I had to bring it to my office, and here she is. I'm quite happy with the outcome. For my first figure, it's okay, I would say, but it really motivates me to try more and explore more in making humans and little sculpture figures. And yeah, I'm excited to do more of these. Thank you so much for watching, and See you in the next video. Bye.